The world of biotechnology is not without its controversies. One of the more contentious issues for years now has been the genetic modification of crops that provide some of the food that we eat. At Biotech 2006, Monsanto Chemical is displaying what it calls the world's largest indoor cornfield. Planted with genetically modified corn it claims is significantly pest resistant.
We've been doing that in production agriculture for hundreds of years, and we've been crossbreeding and using genetics to enhance our productivity in all crops. So this is just another tool to do that, and the beauty of this tool is that it's very selective, and it's very safe, and it's very healthy, and probably the most outstanding feature is that it has a tremendous opportunity to enhance the environment.
Well, when we say that corn is as high as an elephant's eye, we're talking about prices. The Agriculture Department forecasts that fewer corn acres would be planted this year, sending corn to yet another record level today. And at the moment, corn futures are up, I believe, by about, well, as you can see, trading there at 584.50, up by 25%. That is year to date, but it is up 17 cents right now. Now, corn acreage is falling at a time when demand is high and prices are at record levels. So what exactly is going on? Well, to shed some light on that is Ron Litterer. He's president of the National Corn Growers Association. He joins us now from Des Moines, Iowa. Ron, great for you to join us.
Glad to be here, Betty.
You know, Ron, is it just the fact that there are fewer acres being planted in corn that's really what's behind the record prices we've seen?
Well, I think there's a number of factors going on. You know, demand worldwide has been very strong for all grains, you know, not only for the ethanol industry that is growing, but the livestock industry as well. And so there's a lot of forces here that are coming into play.
Well, how long do you expect these prices to stay this high?
Well, I think what we're going to see now, since the report has come out, you know, those acres were determined on March 1st, and since that time, we've seen some adjustment in prices between soybeans and corn in particular, and actually the advantage now is to grow more corn. And so I think you're going to see a slight shift from the report that came out on Monday, and you're going to see a few more acres of corn added to the mix. That will moderate maybe corn prices as we go forward.
But, you know, the fact that only 86 million acres are being planted, according to that latest report that we saw yesterday, what does that mean? Is there a possibility that the United States could run out of corn?
No, I don't believe so. 86 million is still the second highest number of acres that have ever been planted to corn. Actually, 7 million acres higher than 2 years ago. So the acres for corn is still pretty sound. And if we have trendline yields and normal weather, we can produce a second highest production of corn ever, you know, second to last year.
The National Corn Growers
Jeff's
Association.
documentary, Planet and Peril. All right, tell us about this frog.
You know, this is a very tiny animal. When you first look at it, it comes across as somewhat insignificant. But for me, out of all the animals we're seeing today, this has the most powerful story to tell. What you guys are looking at, and, you know, usually I like to laugh and have a good time, but for me this is so serious. You're looking at extinction. This species is now extinct in the wild. This is the Panama golden frog. It was an icon amongst Panamanians for their folklore, and it just disappeared a few years ago. There's a fungus spreading amongst all species of frogs. Now, what you have to keep in mind is frogs are amphibians, and they've lived on our planet for almost 350 million years. And in the last, I get very emotional when I think about this, in the last few years, we've lost 120 species. In the next 10 years or more, or less, we will lose 3,000 species of these animals because of this fungus called chytrid fungus. It was such an amount of work to bring this little frog here because there's none left in the wild. This is from the St. Louis Zoo. They were kind enough to actually fly this frog here to tell his story, and he's this close to disappearing. And there's a group, if you guys want to know how you can help frogs survive, it's a group, you can hold them.
I don't want to be responsible for the last frog. Like, whoops.
Oh, and now it's extinct officially. There's a group, I just said, it's called www.amphibianark.org.
It's my generation that's going to decide this election.
Oh, I'm definitely going to vote.
I know at least half of my friends won't vote. I don't know why people don't think their vote counts.
This is your opportunity to take charge of the country.
Kids, you got to get out and vote. If you don't vote, don't complain.
Get out there and vote.
Every vote counts. It's your country. Come on, do it.
Please welcome Rock the Vote's Executive Director, Heather Smith, to the show. Thank you so much, Heather, for being here. Girlfriend, you know, Rock the Vote, to me, Rock the Vote to me was a predecessor to what's going on YouTube and a predecessor to what's going on in this movement across America. I'm going to say it comes right back on what you guys have been doing for the last 4 elections, correct?
That's right,
4 elections.
18 years.
Yes. Talk about it for a second.
Well, we've been laying the groundwork for what you're seeing right now for the past 18 years, and honestly, it's been amazing. Young people are registering in record numbers. In fact, we registered your studio audience today. We're doing it all around the country. Yeah, I mean, it was great.
And just from here's the thing I think that's really most telling, because this is not, I'm just going to ask you for your opinion on this.
Sure.
But give me this, because I bet you're one of the only people who has a tap to this. As people come in,
they're looking for more. So what I'm hearing is very different than it has been for the past, 4, 5, 6 years. They're way more interested. They're way more engaged. And they're fed up that the issues they care about, young people care about, are not being paid attention to. And so they're taking it to the polling booths for the first time in a long time.
What can people do real quick at home?
Yeah, there's 2 very quick things. MontelShow.com, you can register to vote right there, and you can join our mobile campaign. We're using these new technologies. AT&T is supporting Rock the Vote to bring all the selection to our mobile phone, because 44 million young people, you can't ignore that.
You've seen her rule the ER with an iron fist. Now see how Grey's Anatomy star Chandra Wilson handles a shopping cart. We hit the aisles and got some Grey's gossip.
Hey, E.T., it's Chandra Wilson. I have a few minutes away from the set to run and do some quick groceries. You don't think I do my own grocery shopping, but guess, watch how I do it.
Here it is, shopping Chandra style. And like her Grey's character, it's no nonsense.
You need to get out of my way right now so I can do my job. I'm a coupon clipper. I will forever be a coupon. What is the purpose of printing all those coupons if you don't use them? We're going over just to grab some bread.
Between the dairy and produce aisles, we got Chandra to spill some Grey's secrets. Chandra is teaming up with Sara Lee Foods. March is National Nutrition Month, and this working mom is all about health.
Everybody knows it's something that you need to take off somewhere. But as you age, your body changes. As you have children, things move. My hips are not where they were 22 years ago or whatever,
Chandra's secret to getting her 3 kids to eat healthy? Sara Lee's soft and smooth bread, 100% whole grain.
I'm tricking them, which is what you have to do with kids. You have to trick them. It needs to say 100%.
There's one more promise I made, and I wanted it to happen just in time for lunch. It was for the men and women at the Command Center in New Orleans. Take a look. Hi. Just wanted to come back here and say thank you all for all you're doing. How many people are y'all feeding?
Around 6,000 a day. We've got about 6,000.
Yesterday. 6,000? Oh, God bless you. How you doing?
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
So what do y'all need?
Hamburger patties, buns, all that kind of stuff works good.
So if we can bring you 1,000 pounds of hamburger patties, you can use them?
Absolutely. The Dr. Phil show has gotten together with these 3 companies, Omaha Steaks, Sara Lee, and Welch's Fruit Drinks, and asked them all to volunteer or donate some food and some drinks to help feed the military police and the police down here in New Orleans. We're all convoying down. We're bringing 3,200 hamburgers. Welch has donated a truckload of drinks. Sara Lee's got the buns for everybody.
This is some of the best food I've put in my mouth in a long time. It's good to just be out here helping all the first responders.
Dr. Phil, there's no way that I could say thank you enough for supporting what we're doing here for our troops.
They're out there working all day and they don't have anything to eat. We didn't come out here and cook for them. Burgers are real thick and juicy. Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Appreciate it, Dr. Phil. Thank you, Dr. Phil. Enjoying it. Helps the morale.